Team South Africa at Worlds 2025 Germany. What a spectacular event overall, phenomenal. Every time I think the bar can't be raised, it just keeps getting raised to a whole nother level. So I was just completely blown away. I watched all the lifts, all the flights, all the males, all the females, and it was something special. So we are going to review Team SA. Let me fix my thing, it looks a bit skew. Um, Overall, yeah, I enjoyed watching our South African athletes. They did very, very well, very entertaining, and it was very nice to see. The interesting lifts that I was quite excited for were the first one was the 84 plus, which was Olivia and Megan. I think it was a nice battle because they were coming from nationals and they had a heated battle. So that was very fun to see them on the same platform again at Worlds for the 84 plus open. It was like another battle from nationals. So but overall I think all the South African lifters did really well. The standard is obviously high. And we do also have another interesting athlete who did something very quite we do have something. We have another athlete who made us proud once again. Nicole. Nicole's in the 84 kilogram weight class. She's coming from the 76. She was 76 before, now she's in 84. Could be a second year's 84. I can't actually remember off the top of my head. And she was in the prime time slot. She was in flight A, so that was very interesting. And yeah, she was lifting alongside one of my favorite lifters who's also gone to the 84 weight class, which is Jessica Butner. So that must have been something special, to be lifting with the 84 kilogram lifters. Very good, strong lifters, the likes of Amanda Lawrence. So yeah, I think next year, probably Agatha will probably be joining her because I think Agatha said she might be going up to the 84s. 84s would be the only one that makes sense because, I mean, 76, she clearly has no competition. But since Agatha did say she's got no competition, I think if she goes to the 84s, that's going to be something interesting. She will win it, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about what I think Amanda Lawrence should do. I personally think she shouldn't compete if Agatha goes to the 84. I'll share my thoughts at a later stage when time makes itself available. But overall, we're going to just have a look at Team SA. They all did very well. We had a lot of athletes. And yeah, we'll start off with the lighter category, like lighter weight class, and then we will go up. Overall, Team SA, it was very fun to watch all of you. You all did very well, and Worlds overall this year was just amazing and spectacular. So it was very, very fun. And yeah, so let's watch and enjoy. I'm gonna try to keep it nice, short, quick, and to the point. And this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a look at Fazana Botha. She's competing in the 52 kilogram weight class, and she's an open lifter. Her first competition outside of South Africa, I think it was in 2022 when she did the African power. I think she did, the classic lift in Morocco. And then after that, her first international competition was Malta in 2023. Then in 2024, she did the World Bench Press Championships in Texas, United States. And yeah, this is her second classic international competition, which was in Germany. And she's coming from nationals. At nationals, her highest squat was 100 kilograms. Her highest bench was 72 and a half, and her biggest deadlift at nationals was 155. At nationals, she got a total of 327.5 kilograms, and that was at nationals. Her total at Worlds was 312 and a half. It is less than nationals. However, the standard and pressure on an international platform is very different from one at nationals. So, well done to Fazana. So, we're just going to have a look at all of her lifts.
In individual medals, but with some of these numbers they're putting up, we'll have to see about overall. Unfortunately, 2-1 a no lift on account of depth. Have a look at that again in the replay. Yeah, unfortunately, as the weight gets a little heavier, it was only 2.5 kilos below her personal best. Then a tricky situation she's found herself in. Fazana Botha from South Africa, retaking 97.5 kilos.
Paused it again, and I was about to say, it's energy being expended. You don't need to expend. Time under tension sucks the energy out of you. And again, it might be nerves, might be searching for depth, and depth is there. You can see it right there. But you don't need to pause it.
Yeah, and you heard her coach. The only reason she moved from that pause position is her coach shouted up. So
yeah, that's not the way to do it. Nice opener there.
South Africa, 7.5 kilo jump to 72.5, looking to match her personal best here. Rocking the South Africa socks there.
I like it. Uh-oh. Wow, she's got heart, but she faced some adversity there. Looks like she hit the peg on the way down.
Yeah.
And that disrupted the bench press.
That is that which they missed on their second attempt.
Well, there's down up there. They might as well take it. It won't pass.
Great fight nonetheless, but, as you said, Ryan, as soon as that bar dips, the lift is no lift.
5 up.
Fazana Botha from South Africa, 145 kilos.
She beat that down command? Yes, she did.
Yeah, we've seen this today. Though just jumped the down command, beat it a little too quickly.
Nicely done.
Much, much better.
Yep. And they kept the weight the same. I think that was a good decision. Executed nicely. Now she could take whatever jump she wants. Her total is solidified.
Is now jumping, looking for a 2.5 kilo personal best.
Whoa, another big fight, and she's good for it. Hang on to that. Nicely done. 3 white lights. Nice way to end the day. Definitely left it all on the platform. Take a look at this. Fights to get her shoulders back and her hips through. Locks it out, no question there.
Second lifter that we are going to look at is Lindiwe. I forgot actually to mention that Lindiwe was such a vibe to watch. She was probably my favorite athlete to watch in the entire competition, and even the commentator said watching her was such a vibe. All her lifts were so easy. She was just having such a good time. She had the biggest smile walking onto the platform while she's lifting, after she's lifting. No, she was definitely a vibe. I really, really enjoyed watching her lift. It was so much fun. But yeah, her first competition, I think, was in 2024. I could be wrong. I stand to be corrected. And yeah, last year she didn't qualify to compete in any international competition because she failed all her bench. But guess what? She came back stronger this year. And not only did she qualify at nationals, she then went on to her first international competition in Germany. At nationals, she had a total of 350 kilograms. So she was able to put 55 kilograms onto her total from nationals. She had a total of 405 at Worlds. At Worlds, yeah, she had a total of 405, and at essays at nationals, she had 350. So she put on 55 kilogram onto her total, which is phenomenal. I think yeah, she did very, very well. It was such a vibe. And to be honest, she could have put on more onto that total because all her lifts were so easy. She got 9 out of 9. She did really well. It was very fun watching her.
Lifters enjoying themselves on the platform. And 3 for 3 in the squat event for the South African.
Those are allowed. You can put in, when you put in the rack heights that you want blocks, they come in 5, 10 and 15 centimeters height to just assist if you have immobility in the hip or in the feet, that you can reach the bottom, because it's required to have your feet flat on the floor. And if you cannot reach the floor, you're not able to have the feet down. So then you can have the blocks where you can rest your feet on them, which is also legal. The hard thing is to keep the butt down when you have your feet that high, because every little inch you push with your feet probably moves your butt, and the butt is not allowed to move up from the bench, which doesn't happen for the South African lifter. She only gives a press command when it's motionless.
Now a pretty big jump, Dominic, from Lindiwe Mchunu from South Africa, 7.5.
10% increase, but the first looked really good, and her technique is like, it's not really that technical, so it's just strength, and if she has it in her.
Let's see the triceps gains. Wow, that still looks pretty easy. 3 white lights, 8 good lifts.
Yeah, but she might want to lower the safety racks just a little, because I think she already hit them when touching the chest, or almost hitting them, which is also a sign of failure.
Mchunu from South Africa, jumping 5 more kilos. She already hit a personal best. Why not increase it by 5 kilos? She's yet to struggle. She's been looking strong so far.
Yeah, I think it's probably her first international meet. She's from far away, from South Africa. She just wants to get on the board, jump a little bit more, and then for the next international competitions, she knows what to do, and probably is able to open with 80 kilos instead of ending with 80 kilos.
Yeah, I am mind blown. She's just looking so comfortable out there. She's a natural power lifter. 55 our opener. Three weight lights, once again, a good lift.
Just having a great time. And she was using the knee sleeves on her deadlift, which is totally fine as long as they are not touching the singlet or the socks. So there has to be a little space in between. Conventional lifts probably move slower in the second attempt that the sumo deadlifts, but they still can increase the weight same as the others.
Lindiwe Mchunu gripping 165 and pulling it pretty easily. 3 white lights once again. That looks solid.
She has such a great time here.
She's really a vibe here.
I really enjoy watching her lift. Everything seems so easy and effortless, and she has a lot of fun, and that's why we are here.
Mchunu 182.5. That is a big jump. Are we finally going to see her struggle a bit for a lift? Apparently not. 3 white lights, and we might have a prospect for future years. She's been looking so strong.
Yeah, I mean, all her third attempts look like openers. So next time she uses those lifts as an opener and then increases the same way she did this time, she's a prospect for A group almost.
100%.
We are going to look at our third lifter, which will
With
be
120
Crystal. Crystal
kilos.
competes in the 69 kilogram weight class, and at nationals she got a total of 362.5, if I am correct, and this is her first international competition. Yet again, I stand to be corrected, and she did really, really well. She did increase her total from nationals. At nationals, she got 350, so now she got 377 and a half.
2 to 1 A
So
grade lift.
she
Just a depth
added
at
what,
center for
27 and a half kilograms to her total.
2 to the
She did
second.
really, really well. She
Crystal
got 8
Kanamaya,
out of 9 lifts, and
111.5
yeah, it
kilos.
was very fun watching her. So well done, Christoph.
Blue white lights, a good lift. Moved about as I would expect a second to look. A little bit laborious, but
Being a little bit more conservative, I would probably look to take something like 200. She doesn't get the advantage of seeing what everybody else is doing, and so she really just needs to make as many attempts as possible, collect as many kilos as possible now, and hope that it's enough for later in the day.
Crystal Kanamaya from South Africa, 135 kilos for her final squat attempt. Really good effort. We'll wait for the lights from the referees. Yeah. I was hesitant to say it was a good lift because I was worried she cut depth as it got a little heavier. We'll have a look at the replay, bearing in mind this is the side she gets that white from. What do you think there, Rory? Crystal is also a Masters lifter, an M1.
Good lift for South Africa.
2 to 1.
So yeah, that right would be for elbow depth. So if we have a look at the right elbow here, we're looking for the elbow joint to be in line or below the mid of the shoulder joint, but that looks...
Good lift for South Africa.
And that is a good lift.
Next lifter, Singapore's Yuki Chan. Barcelona. 90 kilos on the bar. This is the second round of the...
That's a great fight from Crystal.
Good lift for South Africa. Next out, Singapore's Yuki Chan. Barcelona. This is the last attempt to make changes for the next group. Let's go.
Crystal Kanamaya, 140 kilos.
Extremely fast deadlifts for her. Just one red from the left-hand side for not being properly locked out.
Yeah, this is the sign she gets that red for the insufficient lockout. We'll have a look at that in the replay. So the VAR referee said it's because she bobbled, which actually wouldn't have been a red. Crystal Kanamaya jumping 10 kilos to 150 for her second attempt. This would already be a 2.5 kilo personal best. Africa. Another equal 10-kilo jump.
Three white lights. That is a good lift for Crystal.
Pia, Pia, um, Pia competes in the 76 kilogram weight class,
Pia
and I think her
Marangoni,
first
South
international
Africa,
competition
weighing
was in
145 kilos,
2018
actually
in
a master
Canada, if
safer.
I'm correct.
She'll
So
probably be
she's
looking at Masters
she's
Worlds
been in the
later in the
game
year as
for
well.
a
And
very
does a lot
long
of the
time, and
nutrition
it's
for a
good
lot
to
of
see
other
that she's
world
still
level athletes as
continuing.
well.
Yeah, it's very true.
At nationals, she did
These
very
days,
well.
so
At
she's actually
nationals,
only 8
she actually
kilos
got a
under her sort
total
of
of
PB, which I'd say is a
403
South African
kilograms, her
national record as
total.
well.
And then at
She
Worlds, her
surpassed that
total was
today.
402 and a half, so it was 0.5 kilograms less. But
Lovely
like I
to
did
see
say,
Pia.
Just a little, she almost backstepped
yeah,
a
like
little
I
bit
did say, I
there
think that
as the lap hit,
competing
but maybe it was
on
just
an
getting used to the
international
body was
platform
grabbing
is
in a
very
moving
different
range.
from competing at nationals. So
Quite an easy
she did
opener.
well. She did well.
I just lost her foot on the platform.
Exactly.
150 kilos for Pia Marangoni from South Africa, 3 kilos below her personal best and a South African squat record.
Yes, I think she'll try and aim for that 155 after this to take that record.
I think that's justified.
It moves well. I definitely think 155 will be the top end. And, you know, you're at Worlds, you go for the PB now.
Yeah, I agree. I think 155 is going to be tough. 152.5 is the safer option, but it depends what they came here for.
Exactly. And 152 at this stage of the game might not give her anything. So this is where those athlete goals and what they want to get out of the total PB today as well.
Collect those kilos there. 5. But if you wondered whether they'll... So we've got Pia Marangoni now, who took the 2.5 kilo jump, and we wondered whether they would take the more of a 50-50 choice of 155, go for that record, or the safer, more assured, maybe 75%, 152.5. But if she is doing Masters Worlds later in the year, she has the opportunity to break it there.
She could be eyeing off a total PB today as well.
Collect those kilos. That's a great third attempt. And, you know, it's easy to say now, arguably, maybe the extra 2.5 was there, but
Potentially.
maybe it wasn't.
Depends how much she wanted to have a scrap with it, I guess, as well, and that's on her.
Yeah, you don't want to gas yourself out this early in the day if possible. No. I mean, we saw an example of that last night in the French athlete who had a crazy grind on his second squat and was just from South Africa, opening at 70 kilos, 7.5 below her personal best.
Definitely looks like Pia is lining herself up to get to that 77.5 kilo PB, if not above, which is great.
Yeah, and if you thought jumps in squat had to be a little bit more sensitive, bench even more so. The drop-off is so hard and fast. But that was very easy.
Yeah. It looks like the centre referee has moved into a better position as well, so that she can see the bar placement, which is good. I like to see the referees move to where they can best see the lifter as well. That's always nice.
Just asking the centre ref if she can get a little bit closer sometimes, just so they can hear the command a little bit better.
Definitely, and it is a noisy place. You know, we've got music, we've got a big crowd. You want to be able to hear those calls.
That's for Pia Marangoni. That was 75 kilos.
I think she's good to equal her bench press PB on that third. Potentially exceed it. I think that'll be a push.
Yeah, and I think based off the attempt selection for squats, they're probably going for the slightly safer route today.
I totally agree. For deadlift, then it is too much.
Pia Mangoni now did take that 5 kilo jump, and we think she's good for it.
She's good for it.
We weren't sure if she was going to take the more conservative route this time round or not.
I always like when I see job description, CEO, a boss on the platform and a boss out of it. Yep, that's it.
Perfect call there.
Yeah, nice one. PB as well. Well done, Pia. Let's have a look at those lights. There we go. Solidifies it.
Very nice. It didn't empty the tank either.
Not at all.
And actually, seeing Petskine fail at that third attempt was the first missed decision from your opener.
Correct. And you know, you're at the World Championships. This isn't a local or a national meet where you might be able to play that to your advantage due to coaches not understanding. They know the battle here.
Pia Marangoni from South Africa, opening 20 kilos below her best. A nice conservative opener here for Pia, 160.
They have been selecting attempts very well for Pia today, so I expect this will be the same.
Yeah, perhaps chasing a total PB, as we mentioned.
It is looking like that.
It's 17.5 kilos off her total PB there with that opening attempt.
The other thing with deadlift is it does move that little bit. 10 kilos under her best, but it does line her up for a 4 or a 2.5 total, which is only 7.5 under her best. So she's got room.
Yeah, that looks good. And if she tries to match her best today and is successful, obviously gets that total PB.
She does. So if she tries to push that deadlift, she can go for the total PB, or she can be conservative, go to 7.5 and equal her best total PB. Unfortunately, you run out of space to be able to get that lockout.
And Pia has opted for that 10 kilo jump, looking for a 2.5 kilo total PB, matching her deadlift PB here.
This is exciting. Pia's fired up.
Just fighting for that lockout. She's still going.
She's still going. She's actually moving.
I think she's just stuck there.
Just a little bit too soft, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that will be red lights on that one.
But what a fight, yeah.
I mean, she had nothing to lose and everything to gain there, so.
And she really stuck with it. Like, she did her absolute best, but could not get her hips through.
Our next
kilos,
athlete that we want to look at
12.5
is
kilos below her
Nicole.
best
Nicole
squat.
competes in the 84 kilogram weight class. I think when she started off in as a 76 kilogram weight class, and then she dropped to she went up to 84, went back to 76, and now she seems to be riding it out in the 84 kilogram weight class. Her total at nationals was 535, and then at Worlds she got 532 and a half, which is 2.5 kilograms less. Like I did say, competing on an international platform is just not the same as nationals. I think the pressure is much higher as well, and she did really well. She was in the first flight, and yeah, she did very, very well. And yeah, let's have a look at Nicole.
Just 2.5 below her squat PB.
Another one. And that was a catch right in the hole. And you got to start wondering what is going on with this squat session.
Yeah, and you gotta think maybe they're not adapting because they're all taking sizable jumps. That was a 12.5 kilo jump, and hopefully something she can gather herself for her third. You've got to think she felt Kusami from South Africa looking to retake 202.5. And we wondered if it was something that she might be able to fix here for her third attempt. We've seen weirder things happen. There we go. Completely different squat there. Keeps the bar firm on her back.
Yeah, again, gotta be said. Excellent attempt selection. Got the most out of the lifter. Keep the positive momentum. No major grind.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine she maybe wanted a little bit more, but she definitely made.
Squat PR is kind of anybody's game at this point.
And we'll see how that unfolds as we head into the first round of bench press. Nicole Kupusami from South Africa opening with 100 kilos even. As you mentioned, Amanda with a comfortable lead at the moment on prognosis, 32.5 kilos ahead of Great Britain's Ziana Zaria. Three white lights, a good lift. Nicole Kupusami from South Africa, 107.5 kilos for her second attempt. 2.5 kilos below her best. Three white lights, a good lift. We move round to the third and final bench. We have Nicole Kupusami from South Africa, 110 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump from her second. And I would agree with you on what you just said, Ryan.
I love when we find a little bit of middle ground, Amelia. Doesn't happen often, but it's nice.
I wouldn't get too used to it.
No.
Kupusami from South Africa, 207.5, has a personal best of 233.
This should move for her.
And it does. Three white lights.
Now, Jess moving up only 7.5 kilos from 230. A bit surprising. We've seen her weight class lower, hit 261. Could be a scrap for that bronze.
220 kilos for Nicole Kupusami from South Africa, a 12.5 kilo jump. Strong pull from Nicole, three white lights. A lot of power in that deadlift.
Yeah, excellent lockout there. Nice execution.
So that is still at risk with Brazil still to come. Nicole Kupusami from South Africa, 230 kilos on the bar.
Just at the knees.
And now we are going to look at the 84 kilogram, 84 plus kilogram weight class, where we had two South Africans competing there, and the two athletes are Olivia I believe it's Olivia Perotti and Megan Wright. So yeah, that was a very fun and interesting competition. So just a little bit of background. Olivia's first international competition, I think she did Arnold's Europe's in 2019, which was in Spain. Her second was then in Malta, then Lithuania last year, and Germany. So she's built up a very nice resume and platform experience for herself. And for Megan, yeah, Megan, this was Megan's first. I think it was definitely her biggest competition to date, and she did very well. And yeah, she got, I think her lifts got 8 for 9, and she really, really did well. And yeah, it was just fun to see Megan and Olivia on the platform once again. And Olivia at nationals, she got 525 and a half, 525 and a half kilograms. And then at Worlds, she got 515. So she did do well. Like I said, there's more pressure on the platform. And then Megan did 527 and a half at nationals. And then she went on to do 525 at Worlds. So she did well as well. I will say that Megan, no, not Megan. Well, no, forget that. Yeah. So let's just have a look at the lifts and see how it goes.
That's above parallel.
Yeah.
Olivia Perotti now from South Africa. As you said, we are flying through these squats. Retaking 210, the strength not an issue whatsoever, but just needs to sink it deeper here in her second.
Probably rise to reattempt to the weight, just lock in that number.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very rare cases, I think I would say. I'll be comfortable with them upping that weight.
Absolutely.
And I'm still a little worried, I have to say.
Yeah. Slightly deeper. Yeah.
There we go. 2 to 1, a good lift. Have a look at that again in the replay. This is the side she gets the red from. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely deeper than the first, but the jury are talking about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was a little bit worried about. It did look better, like you said, but just not quite deep enough because the first was quite high.
Yeah, I agree.
So one more chance at that.
Just needs to go a little bit deeper next time.
Megan Wright now, 212.5 kilos.
The suspense.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. It feels like a long time for us. Imagine how long that's going to feel for the lifter.
Yeah.
Extremely comfortable, but just squatting a little high. It got deeper on her second. Let's hope the third is the deepest of all.
The crowd's getting around her. We all want her to get this.
Yeah, of course, she needs this squat to be able to post a total. If she misses this, she can continue to lift, but cannot compete and post a total. The nerves are bound to be high, but let's hope she can rise to the challenge. That looks better.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, she's happy for sure.
And so she should be. There are 2 mindsets you can take from this, and it's disappointment that, you didn't do that on your first and frustration, or relief and gratitude that you got it on your third, and it seems like she's the latter there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's well worth that being the case when you have 6 less remaining to go, stay out of your head.
Yep. Focus.
All-time best.
slight rotation on the way up, but she stuck with it very well.
Brazil coming out for not just any old third attempt, but a Masters 1 world record attempt.
97.5 kilos for Megan Wright.
Nice opener there.
Next lifter, only from
100 kilos for Olivia Perotti from South Africa. 10 kilos below her best. Hopefully has a smoother start to the bench press than squats. Only managing to get that final squat in, but looks strong today.
Oh. Red light from the center ref for elbow depth.
Yeah, so depth plaguing her again. 102.5 kilos for Megan Wright from South Africa. Her best bench coming into this 100 kilos. So 2.5 kilos above already on her second attempt.
Very nice. South Africa team is getting bigger and bigger year on year, no?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a few teams like that. And it's really amazing to see that each year that goes by, we're seeing not just growing teams, but also new countries coming to represent themselves.
Yeah, really cool to see the sport grow like this.
Olivia Perotti, 107.5 kilos, jumping 7.5 kilos from her opening attempt.
Now she got a red light from the center ref for elbow depth on her first attempt, so let's see if she makes any adjustments here.
A little tougher here, and I don't think it looked any different from her opener, no. And she's in this kind of awkward predicament where it didn't get overruled, so she feels maybe a slightly false sense of security, because if it is a smidgen higher or the jury change their mind whatsoever, then she's in a position where that might not be the case.
But the jury looks happy. I imagine the jump will be quite small for her third.
Megan Wright from South Africa, jumping 2.5 kilos to 105 for her third and final attempt. It's a B-weight personal best. Great fight. Three white lights, a good lift, throws her hands up and says, I'll take it.
Yeah, good third attempt, I think.
Three benches remaining before we head through to the 120 plus group. Olivia Perotti from South Africa, 110 kilos, utilizing that 2.5 kilo jump. Has been called for elbow depth the first two attempts, but hasn't been an issue in terms of the jury so far. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Perfect example of going up one arm at a time.
Oh, elbow depth from a different ref this time, but two white lights.
Yeah, managed to convince the centre referee this time round, but don't think it looks too different from her other attempts, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, coming down.
The jury overruled it. The bar was slipping out of her hand, so she didn't quite make the command. 182.5 kilos for Olivia Perotti. from South Africa.
Yeah, very nice.
It's only 7 lifters, so it's going to be a quick moving flight. Like we said, it's only getting warmer throughout the day, so it's going to have an impact, and I'm hoping athlete and coach alike can adapt to that.
Yeah, particularly for the prime time Group A session, because there'll be a max of 8 lifters, so the turnaround time will be very, very quick.
192.5 kilos for Megan Wright from South Africa.
Very steady opener, 3 white lights, good lift. Amelia.
And everybody on the board and secured a total now, so a big sigh of relief. Olivia Perotti from South Africa, 195. Slowed down a little bit, but as you'd expect it to. 3 white lights. .5 kilos for Megan Wright from South Africa. A 10-kilo jump, landing her 5 below her personal best. Megan extremely strong, especially for only 1 year of competing. 200-kilo deadlift is something some lifters would chase a lifetime.
Yeah. Very nice. Good lift for Veronica.
Olivia Perotti from South Africa, 205 kilos for her final attempt. 10-kilo jump from her second. Just a bit too much on the day for her.
Yeah. She opened up her chest a little bit too early.
207.5 for Megan Wright from South Africa, a 5-kilo jump for a personal best on deadlift and total. Wow. Fantastic effort though. She gave that everything she got.
Yeah, left it all on the platform.